Oh. That's good. Hi guys, what is up? Happy summer. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing a study abroad Q&A. So if you didn't know, if you haven't seen my past video, my last few videos, I was in Italy for 4 months and it was so much fun. It was so amazing. Honestly, the best thing I've ever done. I met some great freaking people. I visited some beautiful places, and if I could do it over again, I totally would. Maybe even like my whole college career. I don't know. It was beautiful and just like, oh, it was everything I wanted more. So I asked on all my social media, if you're not following me, you should. My Instagram and Twitter are at Alexia Densmore, and my Snapchat is xilexi. And yeah, go ahead and follow me on those because I do want to have more Q&As just to answer any questions, you know, as Q&As do. So let's get started on Snapchat. I asked a few days ago. I was trying to get some good questions in, you feel? So I have some. Okay, so first, someone said, "Hey girl, I would love to study abroad, but the funds are just not there. How do you do it? Scholarships, fundraising, etc." So luckily, my mom paid for it all, which was great, and my financial aid also paid for it too. So how mine worked was I had to pay at least half before I left, or pay in full if you're not waiting on financial aid. So my financial aid, they split it up. They distributed it straight to me instead of the school because I was doing a third-party service. There's so many different things that you can do for different programs of study abroad. So there's schools that go to specific places, and then you have like third-party abroad, like groups, I guess you could say. And that's what I did because my school doesn't have another school somewhere else, or like a partnership excuse me, a partnership with a school. At least in Italy they didn't, and that's where I really wanted to go. So I went through a third party, and there's a lot of fees you have to pay, like application fee, registration fee, and then the tuition. And with my tuition, it included the school, room and board, as well as 2 trips that the school did. So I went to LDM, Lorenzo de Medici. I'll leave them down below because they have 3 places in Italy, and I personally love the school. I'm really glad that I went there because the classes were really good. The curriculum was a little bit more difficult in my opinion, but the classes were really good, and I feel like it's a good study abroad program in school and stuff like that. So I'll link it down below for you guys. But anyway, so I had to pay most of it before I left. So my mom, so half my financial aid came in before I left. I used that, as well as my mother. And then the second half of my financial aid I used for the rest of my travels, as well as I gave some of it to my mom because hello, she paid for it all in the first place, and yeah, to live off of. That's how I paid. I know there are scholarships. The program I went through had scholarships, and again, you should really, if you're thinking about studying abroad, definitely talk to a counselor, even if it's like, or your advisor, I mean. Even if it's like a fleeting thought, if you get the information, you may find that it's actually feasible to do, and it's an exciting thing and it's an exciting time, and I definitely highly recommend it to everyone. Now over to Instagram. Only got 1 question on Snapchat. Okay, my friend Christian asked, "Hi Christian, I miss you. What did you miss most about Chicago?" He asked me 2 questions. He asked, "What did you miss most about Chicago?" Definitely my family, because I'm a family person. I've grown up around my family all the time, and I would see them at least once a month. and just, at least, even though I didn't live with my mom, I saw her quite often. And I don't know, it was just weird to be so far away from them, but it was also like liberating and again, so much fun. And in Chicago, when I was in Chicago, I had a job. I was stable. That's also something I missed, the stability of a steady income. But I really did want to enjoy my study abroad experience to the fullest, so I didn't even worry about work. But yeah, that's what happened. And then, what's the most prominent thing that you learned and will take with you after studying abroad? That's a hard one. The most prominent thing that you learn and will take with you after studying abroad. There's so many things. I know when, if I want to go back to Italy, I know when to go, because those mosquitoes, all these marks was from everything that bit there. Oh, it was terrible. And it was terrible, especially during like the time I was there. March, late March, April. Oh, I was my skin was crawling. It was so itchy. So that's one thing. Another thing is like people accept you differently in different cultures. Like you stayed in a different place. So like as a plus size black girl in Italy, I stood out because there was no one else like me there. Most of the time I was the only black girl in the room, which I'm okay, like I don't care, you know what I mean? But it was definitely something that I noticed, and like it didn't make me feel some type of way. It was just something that I was like, I would like take a moment, I would look around and be like, hey, I'm the only black person in this room, not even like black girl. And I think that comes to a lot of things. One being not a lot of African Americans travel to Europe, let alone study in Europe. So it was really interesting to see, and again, wouldn't have traded it for the world. But yeah, those are the questions. I believe those are all the questions that I got. Hold on, this is such a short video, guys. Please ask me questions, so the next one that I do of these, it will be longer and it will be better. Okay. And then, yeah, so this is the last question. Do you have any advice for people who are on the fence / nervous about studying abroad? Just do it. There's no reason to keep you from not doing it. If it's a thing you're scared because you'll be so far away from home, just remember you're going back. It's not like you're gonna stay there forever. Just do it, because it is the most life-changing, beautiful experience you can't trade with anything else. You can't like get that from anything else. This experience, the like lessons that I was taught, you can't get that anywhere else. And you never know who you'll meet abroad. I met so many different people from around from where I'm from, like in the suburb area where I'm from. Someone I'm really, really close with, just like 45 minutes away from my house. How crazy is that? Like, it's insane. I say just do it, because you'll never know who you'll meet. You might meet like some of your best friends, and like it's so cheesy and so cliche to think about like, oh, I'm gonna meet like some of my best friends, my forever friends, and the people I'm gonna like know when I'm old, like, blah. Yes, it's true. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please leave some questions down below, because I do want to answer them for you guys, and help any way I can in like the study abroad process. I will leave the school that I went to linked down below, again, so you can see just some of the things that I did. And if you guys want like, again, I have a lot of videos planned for study abroad related, but if there's anything you want to see specifically, just let me know, and I'll be sure to touch on it. Flipping through my bullet journal. Also, really want to do bullet journal videos, because I love it. I do, but like it's really hard to do when I don't have like proper like stuff. So I mean, we'll see. But it's been, what's today? Been almost a month since I left Florence, and how do I feel? I miss it so much. I do. I miss it so freaking much. Like, Florence is a city where you walk everywhere, and it's just a gorgeous walk everywhere you go. BT Dubs, follow my Instagram to see nostalgic posts. Check it out because I do have a lot of pictures up from Italy too. I miss it. I miss the easiness of it. Is that the right word? Yeah, but like, I can't complain. I'm living near the beach right now, doing an internship at a place that I love. Oh my God. Excuse me. Doing an internship at a place that I love. I cannot complain. But yeah, life is pretty damn good. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.